Today we're gonna make nachos. I've been craving party type foods, and this is a good one. You know, I don't know. I'm tired of doing this. Let's go make food. I'm starving. These are what we're gonna put in our nachos today. Of course, the meat today I'm gonna use ground beef. Favorite Mexican style cheese. I like that one. Refried beans. I'm gonna do a little bit of that today. I think they're pretty good. Sour cream at the end. You know, we're going all out. These are ultimate nachos, I guess. Seasonings. These are some Mexican type seasonings I like to put in most of my Mexican food. Garlic, onion, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, oregano, a little bit of oregano, cayenne, maybe for a little spice, and a paprika because I ran out of chipotle powder, which I kind of like putting that in there, but sometimes it's overwhelming, and it's probably hard to find for some people, but if you have that, it's good. And you could also just use taco seasoning. It's basically like taco meat. So
like in a pouch?
That comes in a packet.
Okay.
A lime. Of course, tortilla chips. Can't be nachos without tortilla chips. Garlic. Red onion, because I like red onion more. Red onion's delicious. So I'm going to cook it with the meat and also put a little bit raw on the top when we bake. Avocado for at the end. Serranos I'm going to put in with my meat, and a little bit of cilantro. Let's get started. Let's start cutting the onion. Make sure your knife is sharp. If you've seen the other video, still got a cut on my finger. So, yeah.
See the last video, let's see the cuts.
Yeah. This is a big onion, so I'm not going to use all of this. I'm only going to make, this is a big thing of meat as well. This is like over 2 pounds. I'm only going to make a quarter pound or half pound for these nachos today because I'm going to fill out this little tray, which is a big portion for most people.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to make other stuff with this meat though in the week in other videos. So it's not going to waste. The rest of this meat isn't going to waste. I'm going to make.
The idea is to recycle the same ingredient, right? Is that
Yep. I'm going to use it in different ways. It's going to be Mexican food all week because I really feel like Mexican food. But you can change it up if you want. But I'm going to do Mexican food because I like eating Mexican food every day, or Tex-Mex. This is more like Tex-Mex than Mexican food. It's nachos. This knife is still not very sharp.
I honed it last time.
It needs to be actually sharpened.
You want to use my knife?
No,
okay.
I'm good. You could also put guacamole on top of this. And I was thinking about doing guacamole, but this avocado is I don't think it'll mash up very well. It'll still be edible, but I'm just going to put it on top. And I'm freaking hungry, and I don't want to dirty up another bowl. That's the main reason. So I'm going to do about half this onion. I may not use all of it, because this is a pretty big onion. This cutting board, as you see, it is wobbly somewhat, but it is a lot safer than last time.
I just got through putting the oil on it.
Conditioning it?
Yeah, I put more oil on it, and I got it pretty close to flat, but it's not quite there yet.
So we got to basically, not really minced, kind of chopped. It doesn't have to be tiny, unless you want really small pieces of onion in your food.
Okay.
And I'm going to do some garlic. I left my press over there. I'm going to use the garlic press again this time because it's a lot easier. I don't know. I don't have a problem cutting up garlic. It's just I don't want my fingers having garlic smell on them, for the next day. No matter what I do, I can't. It's hard for me to get it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up the garlic press. All right, I'm gonna do a Serrano. Let's do this one. It's a big one. You don't have to put this in there if you don't want. You can use a jalapeno, or but if you like chilies, this is Serrano. Serranos are can be twice as hot as jalapeno, and you can seed it, but deseed it and get rid of the stems and all this part. But it's kind of hard to do on these tiny peppers, so I don't ever bother with it. I just cut it up. If you don't want to make it super spicy, just don't put the whole thing in there. Just use part of it.
And you're going to be cooking this with your meat, right?
I'm also going to I'm thinking about putting it on top at the end too, as a topping. This isn't super hot. Uh-oh, pepper's going everywhere. See, my knife's not that great.
I'm going to have to go with the sharp. We've got to sharpen this thing.
This one smells pretty hot, so I don't know. I'm gonna put it on top. We'll see. I'll taste the meat after I cook it and see if I need to put some on top. That's basically all we need cut up right now. Well, I guess I could cilantro I don't need to do. Let's just go ahead and start cooking the meat. Okay. And I need, this is about a little over 2 pounds. So that's about half. I'm gonna do about half of that.
What, in these streets?
In these streets. I'm gonna do, that's about half. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a little shunt.
Are you supposed to put oil in this?
It's really fat, it'll come out in a second. You can add oil, but I don't want to make it super greasy.
If you're using the, what was that one, 80-20?
Use an 80-20, yeah.
So you don't need oil.
Oh, there, you can put some, but I'm trying to get it brown. And I don't want the excess fat, because I don't want to really drain that out. This is a non-stick pan, so we don't really need to worry about it sticking.
Okay. I don't know these things.
It's already starting to caramelize, but no, we're going to let it go. We didn't buy a spoon rest.
I forgot.
Okay, most people don't go spoon rest anyways. We use that. We use paper towels.
We had one.
We use paper towels and napkins from Burger King.
Yeah, from Burger King, probably.
See that a little bit brown?
Is that what we want?
Yeah, you want it brown. You don't have to get it that it's not very brown. You just gotta cook it. You want it to be, I like a little caramelization on it though. I think it tastes better. Just turn it over now. Break it up. I haven't put any seasonings in yet. I will after I flip this. Actually, I'm gonna put my onions and stuff in a second. See all that excess? That's fat. See that? That's not juice. It's fat. Some of it's juice, but it's mostly fat. I didn't add any oil in, see, I didn't really need it. It's like this has got plenty of fat on its own. Plus I'm putting cheese and sour cream and other stuff on top. You know, you don't really need all that fat. I only used about maybe half of that onion I cut up. And I'm gonna put Serranos as well, same time. Okay. Getting rid of, most of the pink is gone. That's what we're going for. Try to cut up the little long strands. It's kind of unappetizing looking ground meat like that. Looks like worms.
Yeah.
So, unless you like worms, there's more.
I mean, you might be making a worm recipe, you know?
Could be. But I don't know any worm recipes, but never heard of that. If you like them,
I got
eat them.
worms. Yeah, I got worms. Word frog. Word frog.
Okay. Alright, garlic now. Garlic stirred in now. And meat's getting pretty done. The onions are starting to get translucent, and the Serrano's pretty bright green. So now I'm gonna add seasoning. This is when you would put in your taco seasoning. Not like for this amount of meat, don't use a whole package, because I think they're like for 1 or 2 pounds of meat. So this is a half pound of meat. So use half of the taco seasoning if you're gonna use that. There it goes. Garlic, onion.
So how much do you think you're putting in there?
1/4 teaspoon, maybe more.
Of each?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really measure. I do it by eye. Guess I can put it in the description of the video. Little more cumin than the garlic and onion powder. And then oregano, I do like a pinch, as you can see. Maybe 2 pinches. No, let's do 3. 3 pinches. And then, oh, I forgot one. For my chili powder type thing, I'm gonna use paprika. It's just chili, you know. It's not very spicy. It's not spicy.
Paprika's with chili?
It's ground up peppers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Usually it doesn't taste like anything,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
because most of what we buy is like flavorless, but this one's pretty good. A little bit of cayenne. And that's pretty much it.
You would have substituted the paprika, you would have done chipotle powder.
I like chipotle. It's smoky. You could also use smoked paprika. I don't know. I just felt like using normal paprika this time.
Okay.
Turn it down a little bit. You see how the seasoning's not, so it's kind of sticking in some places? I forgot my salt. Gotta have salt, there's no salt in this. Salt, you gotta kind of, that's probably more than I need, but this is kosher salt, so it's really big. Yeah, whatever, throw it all in there. Just a little bit of water. This helps spread the seasoning that's stuck on some of the meat and other things to spread around to the rest of the food. You're gonna cook all that water off, so don't worry about it diluting, you know, getting watery gross, because you're gonna cook the water off. See how the fats turn yellow now? That's from all the seasonings we put in it. You're just gonna stir it around to where you get it mostly everywhere. Should turn the oven on probably. I'm gonna do 400, no, 375.
So you're preheating the oven because you're ready to put them in, right?
Yep.
The oven?
Yep.
Okay.
This is cooked and good. It looks pretty good to me. This is the meat for our nachos. That's basically done, so we can turn that off and let it cool down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start assembling the nachos. Dump some chips in a single layer as best you can. Like if you have some excess ones, just put them to the side because I'm gonna make multiple layers here. That's a decent amount for the bottom layer. Now we're gonna meat it up. Just shake it all around. I didn't cut it up very well, as you can see, there's giant chunks, but cut it up better if you like it fine, or if you like big wormy bits, eat those. Try to get it even, decent amount of meat. Maybe for this amount of nachos I should have done a pound of meat, but this is like a me portion. I'm trying to eat this. This is my meal today, like my big meal
There's
today.
gonna be some left over, you're gonna eat the whole thing.
We'll see.
I don't know. This is supposed to be like a multi-portion thing, but you know, it depends on how big I feel it is.
All right, now we're gonna envelope a cheese. I don't even know what that is.
Is that a technical term?
I don't know.
Envelope of cheese?
I'm gonna envelop it with cheese.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Words. Lots of cheese. It's nachos. You can't have nachos without cheese. Try to cover all the chips as best you can.
I thought you said there was going to be some layers.
I am going to layer it.
Layers of chips or layers of
Yeah,
everything?
you'll see.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
I have to stay tuned.
I don't know. I've never put refried beans on mine. We're doing them big today, though, so why not? All right, bean time. I think I'm only do one layer of beans. It's going to be on the bottom. Unless you're feeling extra beany today. I'm dropping beans everywhere. This is.
I'm dropping beans.
You gotta layer it. You gotta.
Now, wasn't this meat supposed to last for like? There was gonna be another recipe, but we didn't.
I'm making two. No, I'm making two recipes. Well, no,
we're making it twice.
I'm making 3 recipes with that meat.
Okay, so if you would have made more of this meat, you could have saved it and used it for the recipe, right?
Yeah, you could save the meat. You could have made double, save the meat, and then put it in the fridge, and then just assemble nachos the same way. Like just put the meat straight out of the fridge on top of chips with your cheese. Put it in the microwave. It'll work the same way. See, now I'm just going to layer these. I'm not just going to dump them like I did. I'm trying to spread them out pretty evenly, as you can see. Because this is the pretty layer.
This is like the king of all nachos. So.
Yeah,
This is definitely what they have at Taco Bell.
No, ever. Better. Taco Bell don't even have real meat. I love Taco Bell. I'm not Taco Bell. Send me something. Ooh, oven ready. All right, that's good enough. I got it all over my hands. Probably hot.
You don't even know. It's on your hand. You don't know if it's hot or not.
No, I meant like spicy.
Oh,
I can't feel anything. I can't feel my hands.
okay.
It's pretty spicy. Maybe I should.
Now we're starting over with the layers here. I see.
I think I'm gonna just leave cheese and no beans on the top. I've had enough beans. I put like half a can of beans in this. Try to lay your onions out in an even layer, not one big pile in the middle like I did. And just.
I thought the onions were going on to the end.
No, I'm gonna cook them. I like them somewhat cooked. Yeah. See, you'll see. All right. You can see the assembled plate of nachos. We're ready. Just throw them in. Oh, it's hot, hot. Are you gonna sit there for 10 minutes?
I'm gonna sit right here.
It's been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna turn the timer off. And see us, all the cheese is pretty much melted. There's some brown. The cheese is starting to brown. That means you're good. You can smell the chips and all that other stuff. Actually, the chips are kind of cooked. Once the chips or the cheese start browning, you're done. So you don't want to go any further. You'll start burning the chips, and it's not as good. And that's what it'll look like. But then we're gonna top it with our last few ingredients. Rip off a little cilantro. This is for garnish. Maybe you can just rip it off, cut it if you want. I'm not really gonna cut it.
So you're just ripping it with your hands?
Yeah, I just ripped off the top part. See, they're still whole leaves basically. This is cleaned. I washed this all. Wash your herbs and your vegetables. Well, not onions. Stuff with a layer like that. Layers you don't need to wash.
Yeah.
But yeah, always wash your vegetables. Oh, lime. Roll your lime like this. Like press down with your hand a little bit. It'll make the lime softer and more juice will come out. Go ahead and cut that. We don't need all this lime. Okay, let's see, the onions kind of got soft. So let's go ahead and dollop a little bit of sour cream. Gonna make it extra ultimate. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and just dump all this sour cream. And then just a little bit of that cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, leave it out. Some people can't stand cilantro because it tastes like soap to them. I pity you. Cilantro is
I pity the fool.
Cilantro is my favorite. I forgot about the avocado. I'm gonna do half an avocado. This is the healthy part.
What are you doing with the other half?
I'm gonna save that in the fridge and eat it later. If you want some lime,
You always gotta have lime.
a little bit of lime.
Lime makes it better.
Oh yeah, just put it all in one spot. Okay.
If you like lime.
Roll your lime better than I did, because that won't happen as much. And there. All right. Move back into the tasting lab. As you can see, we put it on this fabulous plate. Our great placemats that I thought would look pretty awesome.
Those are the most ridiculous PlayStations.
They're real. They're made out of real marble. Only the best for this show. So, let's go ahead and... My nachos are cooling off, so I'm going to go ahead. No, I don't want to get one. I'm just going to... They're not clean. Yeah, they've been up there for a while. So I'm just going to start off with I don't drink Mountain Dew or pop that often, but this is what I had.
Last 2 episodes you've had Mountain Dew both times, and you're like, I don't drink.
I don't even like Mountain Dew that much.
Maybe you have
I bought it because at the Asian grocery store, I have to have $10 worth to use a debit card, and I was afraid I was going to be under $10, so I just grabbed the nearest thing. It was either that or it was like some gross candy that I didn't like. So that's what I got. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. Holy crunchies.
Whoa.
Trying to get some beans in here. There we go. Oh my God. Oh man, this is amazing. So it's crunchy. I got the cheese. I got the like super seasoned. I got the meat somewhat crunchy in the pan with the onions and all the seasonings. The beans are warm and soft. And we got a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of crunchy, like these onions kind of cooked a little bit.
So you're talking about the onions.
Yeah, got the onions, and we got the sour cream is kind of like melted into it because it got warm from the hot chips. And the cilantro like bite, and then you got the soft avocado. Make this. This is freaking awesome. Do I need to keep holding this?
If you feel like it.
I'm just gonna keep eating.
Yeah,
so
just keep eating.
I'll show you how a napkin.
So what would you, how would you rate this compared to other nachos you've made or other nachos you've had?
These are the best nachos I've ever had.
I gotta stop laughing.
I'm not joking. These are like the best nachos I've ever made and had. These are awesome. I made the meat with the cheese on top of just the chips. Like I did the same kind of meat before in the past. But and maybe a little onion, but I've never done the beans and then the cilantro, sour cream. That's not even hard stuff to put on there, but like it's made this like several notches better. This is best. I really need a napkin. Right? Oh my God, this one's huge. If it's all attached, it's one chip. Okay, this is one. So.
What about serving sizes? This is probably enough for like 4 people. 3 people maybe.
If you're making an appetizer for a few people, this is plenty big. This is a pretty big plate. I mean, this is a bottle of Mountain Dew.
I think you'll probably have enough to eat twice there.
This is a pin. This is how big this pin is. This plate is like 2.5 pins. So,
How many stars? From 0 to 100.
97. We give this one 97 stars.
That's the good end of the scale, right?
This is better. Don't watch my last recipe. This one's better. Make this one.
Okay. All right. Close the video so I can shut this off. It's over 10 minutes for this part.
Oh yeah.
You gonna finger get me?
Catch you next time.
Okay, are we done?
Yeah, cut that out.
Wait.